Ooh. Content warning. This game is a horror game. It's not intended for all audience. Okay. This. Oh, that's good. Is Scarlet Hollow. Episode 1. Preferences? Oh. Oh. That makes that easier for me. I love this guitar. As much as I love it, though, I want to make sure. There we go. And let's go ahead and get started. Future may blur this. Actually, you know what? Oh! Well, that's progressive. Let me he, him. I don't actually live in Ireland, but... 2 traits. Traits unlock additional paths and dialogue options. I'm getting swole, bro. Strong and athletic. The pinnacle of fitness, which is not me, but I will get there eventually. An interesting and intimidating presence. Tough as nails. Street smarts. Know how to lie when you're being... I don't know. I can tell when I'm being lied to, but I'm terrible at lying. Hot. Attractive and charming. A natural flirt. Totally me. People want to either be with you or be you. You can talk to animals. Animals can talk to you. A gift and a curse. Keen eye. And well-read and rational. Poses a wealth of esoteric knowledge. And when to use it. A talented researcher. Or mystical. Strange and unusual. You see threads of reality in ways others cannot. There we go. You have keen eye and mystical. Let's do this, whatever this may be. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like only just managed to start drifting off, and now you're here, awake again, still exhausted. Oh boy. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is. Confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days are blah blah blah. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides, with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that felt unsafe, even in the middle of the day. You would normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearline Scarlet, your cousin's mother, and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You are almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, I was saying... Hi. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking to you without pause. You're not even sure if he stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversations ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen, you know? Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff. You know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of... Okay. Okay, he's earned a little respect. That sort of thing. Wait. Hell yeah! Sounds awesome! Hell yeah! Sounds awesome! So chaos, my dude. I knew you'd get me. You and me, we're kindred spirits. I can feel it. So this girl comes up to her, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was going to call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor, all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good enough laugh, fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that. We've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like for real, and jeez. You ever get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? Oh, you killed my cousin. You bastard. I never feel that way, no. I've never wanted to kill anybody. Yeah, you're young. You'll get it when somebody tries to break your heart someday. It changes a person. Makes them think they never thought you could. Never thought they could. Ha! I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to her son. Okay. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now. I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff. So I might wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Oh. Well, I might as well do my keen eye, since I got it. You were so worked up by the thought of losing her that you wanted to kill her. But now that she's giving birth to a child you created together, you're planning on running off? Even if you love her, think about whether that love is strong enough. Douche. Even if you love her, think about whether that love is strong enough that you'd be able to handle raising a kid together. Think about how your actions are going to impact his life, and whether removing yourself would be better for him in the long run. Yeah, good stuff to think about. Anyways, oh my god. I swear when I said that, I didn't even read the text. Where'd you say you were headed? Do I be a dick about it? Or just say... Yeah, that's it. Scarlet Hollow. Oh, the hollow, huh? That's what they call the hollows up in the mountains, you know. I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine in the hollow, you see? And there's always a job listed or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like them as long as the way they are. Thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't even heard from them in a while now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook. See how... Oh, okay. See how they're holding up. Oh, so this guy's wearing sandals. Ha! Hope they didn't die. Nah, but seriously, I hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone for a second. This is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Yeah, I have something for you. Peanuts? Stranger raffles to his bag before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. What? I got them at a gas station a few bosses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag. I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip. Sometimes picking up a dialogue option establishes... Eat the peanuts. I'll eat the peanuts for this guy. You've been on a bus for hours on end and can't remember the last time you've eaten. Oh, this isn't him talking. You've been on the bus for hours on end and can't remember the last time you've eaten. You snatch the peanuts from a stranger's hand, tearing it open like a wild animal. Not even removing the shells, you consume fistfuls of soggy, savory legume. I figured you'd enjoy them. Glad they went to a good home, eh? Yeah, I'm from Boston. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Well, that was weird. And just like that, the stranger's gone. Maybe we can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. Not a bad sesh. The bus finally comes to a stop. Its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign that reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. I didn't get a chance to read that because I accidentally pressed the button. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you in this place behind. Hey, Sam. You instantly recognize the worn young woman. That's all. Yeah, incidentally. You instantly recognize the young woman from the few public photos of her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Hi, Tabby. Do I go balls in with like, hey, you need a hug? Or just go, hey, Tabitha. Might as well say hey. Hey, Tabitha. Come on, let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Someone needs a hug. I'm depressed. Leave me alone. Psst. Oh, pissed. It doesn't take much driving for the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip dialogue. Options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. No. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club. Did I go with that one? So the funeral. Can't believe we've never actually met before this. Fuck it. So I guess we're both members of the Gotta Feed My Cat. Percy! Come on. It's a real-time strategy game. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? Your cousin turns to stare at you and icy hatred in her eyes. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she were someone else, but she isn't. She turns back to the road. Her expression is cold and unforgiving. How are you holding up? Fine. Keen eye. Sure, you seem tense. Sure you're alright? You seem a little tense. You know, you can talk to me, right? I went through something similar when my own mom passed away. She tenses even more of your mention of your mom before letting a heavy sigh. Maybe it's a sore spot for her. You quickly apologize. I'm sorry, I know that's probably not what you're looking to hear right now. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine, really. Should I just remain silent for the rest of the day? So, the funeral, it's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Do you need any help planning? If you ever need help with it, errands or scheduling, feel free to ask. I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Bleak. Can't believe we've never actually met before this. Yep, you have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. I can sense a deep scar in our bloodline. Just go with that. Why not? I can sense a deep scar in our bloodline. I can sense a deep scar in our bloodline, a gaping maw intent on consuming itself to oblivion. I only hope we can mend it during our time together here. Great! Good for you! Good for you! You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. The first one. I guess we're a part of the Dead Mom Club, huh? And there it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramp apartments in gray cities. Okay. And here it is. Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone who's used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always in anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. Hello there, sir. As soon as you enter, you're hit with a blast of dusty air. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. A little bit of ASMR reading. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen and hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Why? It's beautiful? No. I'm not doing that one. It's beautiful. That look just says it all. It is. The estate was the prize jewel of this region for a long time. It's quite a magnificent piece of architecture, even now. I like architecture, so I'll say it's beautiful. Let's just get the tour over with, okay? Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in, does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Cat. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Fair enough. I have a friend who disagrees with you. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip, some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. Let's be the mystical deep egg. I can feel the weight of the world pressing on this place, as if the entire estate is a step away from crumbling to dust. Okay, yeesh. I get it. You think it's messy? I'll tell Janie to be more thorough this week. But you should know there's only so much anyone can do in this country. House. But you should know there's only so much anyone can do with a country house this old. It's always going to be a little grimy and worn, unlike your sleek city apartments. If a little dirt bothers you, you're going to have a rough time this week. Awesome, I love PB&J. How'd you know it's one of my favorites? That smile can't be real. I didn't, but good for you. But what if I want ice cream? What if I want ice cream, though? Then you can buy yourself some at the general store. If you touch my stash, I will know. and there will be consequences. Sweet, thanks. Cool, good talk. Alright, what's next? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo sitting on the countertop. A tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Is this your cat? What's his name? Fro. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. You decide to follow Tabitha's advice. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky not to have fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom, not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. It is nasty, wretched bathroom. Well, that looks great. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Oh, I wish I hadn't. Oh, shit. Bug skitter from the bowl as you lift your seat. Here's the facilities. The toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business is used to doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin in the hall. You forgot to wash your hands. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. I love this. This is hilarious. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. Wow, that lady on the portrait just does not want to be there. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot. It has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you a permanent lung damage. Oh boy, like that mine. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get to do it, so you'd better be grateful, okay? The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't bring your clothes up. But you can use the dresser. It should be empty. I used to sleep here. When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept. I love your attitude. What's with all the boxes? Old family stuff. Do you need help moving them? Nah. No. Yeah, no. A sense of heavy spiritual fog hanging over this room. People have died here, haven't they? Like I said, the house is almost 150 years old. Obviously, people have died here. Yeah, it's alright. Let's get settled. I guess I'll get started to get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see me much of me. Tips and dialogue options will open additional conversation paths. Some right away and some of the others down the line. Let's start with this one. Okay. I don't know what happened to my mom when my mom left, but that has nothing to do with me. You asked me to come here, but you're acting all... I'm not going to say pissed off, but I said pissed off. That I actually came. Can't we just start fresh now that it's just us? Okay. I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here. You've been an acceptable guest. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. Okay. You decided to let Tabitha leave for work. Are we all set then? Okay, I'll see you tonight. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you and this sprawling, decrepit estate. PB&J sounds good, even though I had peanuts. The only thing you've had to eat in the past 8 hours was boiled peanuts. You got room for a strange young man on the bus. Suffice it to say, you're still hungry, and a PB&J sounds like exactly what you need to take the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Let's see. Search the cabinets. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware, and oddly enough, the utensils. I hear talking going on, but there's also like, I'm not sure if it's from the game or one of my neighbors. Examine the mug. Blowing Rock, North Carolina. It reads, I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina. So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Examine the shot glass. Deb's. I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Pearline, so this wasn't from her 50th party. From the few stories you've heard from your mom, Pearline wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at her birthday parties. Keen eye. Maybe it belongs to Janie. You imagine she might need an alcoholic beverage to get through cleaning this place, especially with Tabitha's sour face peering over her shoulder. Let's grab a bowl. Moth trap, do not touch. You reach for the bowl, but as you pull it down, a blend of vinegar and dead moths splashes onto you, immediately staining your shirt. On the back of the bowl, there's a note that reads, Moth trap, do not touch. Whoopsie. Your shirt is now unpleasantly wet. You'll probably change into something clean before you leave the house. Grab a plate and a butter knife. Now some actual food. Close the cabinet. Search the pantry. Oh, hey. That's a lot of mac and cheese. I can't have any. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Sure. Look closer. At Home Gourmet. Have him coming back for second. Oh, God. It's a 50s book. You squint into the darkness of the pantry. Behind the molded bread, a single book lies forgotten, a thin layer of dust collected over its cover. You pick it up. Calf's brain? Today's favorite, serve on toast with plain crackers. What the fuck? You flip to a bookmarked page. Both calf's brain and aspic are unappetizing enough on their own, and you can only imagine how vile a combination the two would be. What kind of person would call this their favorite food? No wonder your mom ran far away from this place. You shut the book and put it back in its place. Examine the mac and cheese. You pick up a box of Tabitha's mac and cheese. You can't say you've ever seen the brand before. Sure we haven't. Nah, I'm going to put it back. I'm not going to be a dick to her. I said I'd start afresh. Staying away from the mac and cheese was one of your cousin's hard rules, and she already seemed to not like you. Put the box back where you found it. Reluctant to make things worse than they already are between you guys. Take bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is some jelly and peanut butter. Peanut butter? GIF. You know what it means. King of nut butters. And only 3% of each jar is... I didn't need to hear that. Some jelly. So this is chapter 1 of Scarlet Hollow, so I imagine if we get other chapters, it'll have some real spooks. I don't know how long this is going. You close the pantry door as best you can, turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Approach Furfro. The cat hisses as you draw near, but remains firmly in place. This is clearly Furfro's spot on the counter. Back away. You back away from Furfro, trying not to make any sudden movements. It's a pissed off cat. Look at that face. It's so pissed off. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." That's a lot of frost for the ice cream. That chunky monkey. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the jelly. I don't want to know what's in the other stuff. You reach for one of the unopened bars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This is either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. This is the last ingredient you need to make. You make your PB&J. Time to close the fridge door and get to work. I wish I hadn't. Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout dinner container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. The substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. No. Your body reacts before that, but just puts it back in. You shove the container back in the fridge, pushing it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it existed and move on with your life. Check the mail, why the fuck not? You know you probably shouldn't, but a part of you has to know how old that mayonnaise is. You pick up the jar, its label flaking in your hand. It expired 10 years ago. This jar of mayonnaise is old enough to graduate from the 5th grade. Put it back. Tabitha explicitly told me not to do this. You think to yourself as you reach for a pint of Bennett chocolate chunk. Yeah, I'll put it back. I just want to see what it is. You stare longingly at the pint of ice cream for a few moments before your self-restraint kicks in and you put it back where you found it. Tabitha, yeah. Close the fridge. I probably should have made my PB&J first. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? Return to the kitchen. Close the door behind you and return to the kitchen. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations, you can feed yourself. Pa 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 pa! A job well done. I love this game. It's dripping with charm. After all that hassle, you took less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Okay, the garden's gone. We're done here. Congratulations, you've eaten a full day ahead. You've eaten have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Settle into my room. Now that you've finally eaten, the aches and pains of your journey have started to sink deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance of your room. Oh, hi, Possum. You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. And a possum lurks within. It's quiet, but angry. Gently snack opossum. Oh, pardon me. Oh, pardon me. You gently close the drawer, leaving the marsupial in peace. This drawer belongs to the opossum, and there's nothing you can do about it. Oh man, shows animals speak. Based on the state of your house, you wonder if you've better been keeping your clothes in your nice, clean bag, but there's no going back now. Sup? You must be an old relative of yours. Very old, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Check the closet. Why the fuck not? Why? Why is there a creepy doll? You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stuck in here. Pick up the doll. Of course, you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up, examine it more closely. Its foot reads, Property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. You close the closet behind you. Let's look out of the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some garden gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out, pull weeds, chop trees, carve temporaries, and whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was done, you'd sit by the fountain, which, of course, would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. Yeah, you'd definitely do that. Just not right now. Okay, take a nap. It's probably going to be when Tabitha comes back or explore the dark wings of that house and get creeped out. I'm taking a nap because I'm a bitch. You immediately collapse onto the bed. You're tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing out. Or so you thought. You cough as a small cloud of dust rises from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places. You can feel the springs pressing through the fabric. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to let more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. Well, doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do right now. Head into town. Percy, I gave you food. What are you doing? Mobile stun recording. Just be a little more patient. Forbidden Wings. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going to the Forbidden Wings at the estate. You immediately try to the nearest door, only to be impeded by locks and chains. Oh, well, that puts the end of that one. With your cousin gone, there's nothing for you to really do here. Drop off your bags in your room and head to explore town. I hope I changed my shirt.